is almost here and everybody is ready to get back in the sun and get that tan on. Today, I'm going to be telling you how to minimize sun damage while getting vitamin D in your tan. The sun unarguably has many benefits, but it also has been proven to damage your skin. But it doesn't just damage your skin. There are reasons why it does, and these can be mitigated. Let me first explain what kind of rays the sun gives you before I explain how to mitigate it. Here are the rays that the sun gives you. There is visible light. This is the light you can see, everything from violet to red. It sets your body circadian rhythm, boosts your mood and alertness, and enables vision. It helps regulate sleep timing. This is the most important daily life regulator in sunlight. And in fact, you want to be getting this blue light in your eyes when you wake up. The next is infrared light, which has been studied in a lot of ways. This is the heat from the sun. It warms your skin and body, increases your blood flow to your surface tissues, and can relax muscles and feel soothing. It has also been proven to help wound healing and other things. This is why you hear about infrared light therapy. That is why sunlight feels warm when you're not even burning. Now the next one is UVA. UVA is the deepest penetrating ultraviolet that reaches Earth in large amounts. It can break down your collagen, which can lead to skin aging, causes indirect DNA damage because it can create free radicals. It also tans skin. Your body, as a reaction to the sun, gets darker. The last one is UVB. UVB is a double-edged sword because, on the one hand, this is the only ray that actually gives your body vitamin D. At the same time, it does cause sunburn in too much amounts. It can cause DNA damage, and it can hurt you in other ways. With that all in mind, let's talk about the principles we're going to use in the sun. First of all, you don't want to burn. What the burness is an inflammation reaction to too much sun. You should be getting vitamin D from the sun. It's more efficient and healthy in some ways than food. So if you're trying to get vitamin D from the sun, you should be going outside at the peak UVB to UVA ratio, which is midday usually when the sun is hottest and warmest. But in the mornings and evenings, you want to get the sun specifically in your eyes to tell your body it's daytime or it's nighttime, so it can start giving you the energy for your day or giving you the melatonin you need to fall asleep. So if you want to minimize skin damage and get the benefits from the sun, you want morning and evening sun. But if you want to tan and get vitamin D, do that at midday. Now, what other factors can we manipulate to decrease our amount of sun damage? The major one I'm going to tell you about today is diet, but I'll have a couple other ones that you may not have heard of that I think are underrated at the end if you stay. So why does diet help? Sun damage is DNA damage. Anything that reduces the formation of reactive oxygen species or oxidative stress or keeps your fat from oxidizing will be helpful in reducing the amount of damage and burn you get. So this is the biggest one that you might have heard of, and it is include carotenoids. In tropical environments with lots of sunlight, plants and animals naturally accumulate lots of carotenoids. First one we'll talk about is astaxanthin. Astaxanthin is the natural red/pink color found in salmon, shrimp, and other red marine life. It is an incredibly potent antioxidant that protects against skin damage, increases skin elasticity, and promotes a natural glow. Even when you're not going in the sun, it creates somewhat of a tan of its own, and studies have shown that this is attractive. So if you want to get it in your diet, you want to be eating wild-caught salmon or shrimp. Farm-raised salmon doesn't actually have astaxanthin. They supplement beta-carotene in the food, which is a lot more common and easier to get. So don't waste your time on that if your goal is astaxanthin. Otherwise, you can supplement it. Next one is lycopene. Lycopene is the darker red compound that is in foods like tomatoes, watermelon, guava, etc. It is a carotene that builds up in your skin and provides modest protection from UV damage. Some studies have shown 40 to 50% reductions in skin redness and sun damage when you have lycopene stored somewhat significantly in your skin. It does take time to accumulate, a couple months to get it maxed, but it has drastic benefits. The next one is beta-carotene. You've probably heard of this one. It's in sweet potatoes, carrots, pumpkins, etc. It also accumulates in your skin and has like an orange glow. It acts as an antioxidant and decreases sun damage. It can also convert to vitamin A, which can help mitigate skin damage from the sun. Another interesting one a lot of people haven't heard about is lutein and zeaxanthin. These benefit eye and skin health and keep sun-induced damage in both of these spots at bay. Egg yolks, in my opinion, are the best bioavailable source because you need fat to absorb them, but it is contained in some vegetables too. Now, here's the part that most people don't talk about. You want to have a good omega-6 to 3 ratio. You want it low, around 4 to 1 or so. According to this study, a lower omega-6 to 3 ratio can decrease inflammation and DNA damage, which is super useful when you're in the sun. This study, a lower omega-6 to 3 ratio has been found to decrease carcinogenesis. The most potent sources of omega-6 fatty acids are seed oils, which you might have heard of. So if you're just talking about inflammation, when these omega-6s are heated up, they oxidize incredibly easily. And this oxidation leads to bad byproducts that you don't want, inflammation, oxidative stress, etc. So you want to try to source your fat from saturated and monounsaturated fats because these are more heat stable, or omega-3 polyunsaturated fats. Here are some other underrated tips. Tip 1, ground while tanning. Your body relies heavily on antioxidant defenses when you're in the sun to keep your skin from getting damaged. When your glutathione and antioxidant stores run low, burning accelerates. When you ground, electrons are able to free flow through your body into the ground. This neutralizes free radicals and slows DNA damage. Grounding isn't pseudoscience, there's actual data on this. The second tip is tan gradually. You've heard to probably tan, don't just go into the sun for an hour at a time. Start with like 10, 20, 30 minutes. That's great, but even within the day, you don't want to be doing all of your sun exposure at once because when you're not in the sun, your body will be replenishing those antioxidant reserves. So, say you're tanning 2 hours in one day, do an hour and then wait 2 hours and then do another hour or something like that. You'll be less burned and you'll feel better. Why does this matter? Vitamin D is a very important, very powerful hormone, and the sun has benefits, but we do want to decrease the damage it gives our skin if we're going to be in it anyways. I hope this helps you guys. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching.